Let's settle this. You're dreaming of palm trees, sunshine, and life on the water. But here's the big question. Jensen Beach or West Palm Beach? Now, most people think that bigger is better. They see the glam, the luxury condos, the nightlife of West Palm Beach, and they think that's it. That's Florida life. But let me tell you something. What if I told you that might not be the whole entire story? What if there's a town just up the coast where homes are much cheaper, life moves much slower, and locals still wave to each other on morning walks? Where sunsets feel personal, not staged, and you don't need a reservation 2 weeks in advance to get a great meal by the water. Well, let me tell you this, I am breaking it all down today. The cost, the crowd, the vibe, the real estate, the hidden deal breakers, and by the end, you'll know exactly which one fits your lifestyle. So you know what? Let's get into it. Which one's better, West Palm Beach or Jensen Beach? Point number one is the overall vibe and lifestyle comparison. Now, let's start with the lifestyle because that's where the biggest difference hits you right away, and it might be the most important factor of all. If West Palm Beach feels like a polished magazine spread, think rooftop bars, valet parking, high-end boutiques, and designer dogs and strollers, then Jensen Beach is much more like a small town postcard with Jimmy Buffett soundtracks playing in the background and flip-flops as formal wear. In West Palm Beach, you got luxury high-rises, booming nightlife, and more events than your calendar can handle. It's a fast-paced, polished, and even filled with professionals, part-time residents, and weekenders from Miami or even from New York. People hustle all around. You're networking at brunch, there's business calls at the pool, social calendars filled with gallery openings and charity events. But you know what? On the flip side of the coin, well, Jensen Beach is a whole different energy. It's slower, more relaxed. You'll see golf carts cruising to the local breakfast spot, kids fishing off the causeway bridges, and folks actually saying good morning to strangers, if you can believe it, at Publix. It's the type of place where you strike up conversations in line at the post office and wave at your neighbor from your driveway. There's an artistic, beachy vibe here. Local festivals like Jam and Jensen every Thursday night. Mom and pop shops have been here for decades, and a rhythm of life that feels like summer break every single day. So if your soul needs space to breathe, it's Jensen Beach. If you love stimulation and city flair, well then, West Palm Beach. Now let's talk about point two, cost of living and real estate prices. Now listen, you guys, this one's big because the price tag can tell you a lot, not just about affordability, but about long-term investment and lifestyle options. In West Palm Beach, the median home price as of 2025 hovers around $600,000 to $700,000, and that's not even beachfront. Waterfront or downtown condos, think $800,000 and up. Easily. Want ocean views? Be ready to shell out about $1 million or more, and in high HOA fees, sometimes exceeding $1,000 a month. And if you're looking at a serious monthly commitment before you even move in. Now there's Jensen Beach, different ballgame altogether. Medium home prices around $450,000 to $500,000, and you can still find charming Florida-style homes with land, no HOA, and boat-friendly backyards for under $800,000. Some properties even offer river or lagoon access without the premium price tag. There are still fixer-uppers in the $300,000s, and with a bit of vision, you could build equity extremely fast. Cost of living, lower in Martin County, and not just by a few bucks. Property taxes are typically lower, insurance can be less depending on elevation and storm history, and daily expenses like utilities and groceries tend to be cheaper thanks to the less urban overhead. For young families, retirees on a budget, or anyone looking to stretch their dollar, Jensen Beach gives you much more home and much more land for your money. Point number three are beaches and waterfront access. Now, here's a surprising twist. West Palm Beach doesn't actually have a beach. I know, it's stupid. You heard that. It's crazy. You have to cross over the intercoastal over to Palm Beach Island to dip your toes in the sand. And while Palm Beach Island is stunning, world famous even, it's not always accessible. Parking is limited, some access points are restricted, and in season, good luck finding the spot without a residential decal or paying $30 to park. Jensen Beach, well, it's a real beach town. Hutchinson Island is right across the causeway. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you can be parked, sunscreened, and on the sand. There's a massive public beach with lifeguards, free parking, shaded picnic tables, clean bathrooms, and even a food shack with burgers and fish tacos. You cannot beat that. For boaters, Jensen offers easy access to the Indian River Lagoon, the St. Lucie River, and the Atlantic Ocean. Plus tons of ramps, marinas, all sorts of stuff to make sure you launch your boat. Paddlers, surfers, shell collectors, and kids with boogie boards can find their happy place all right here. So if being near the water is your dream, not just seeing it from a distance, but actually living it, Jensen Beach might check the more boxes than you think. Now, point number 4, entertainment, dining, and nightlife. Let's talk about food and fun. West Palm Beach is the culture capital of the region. It's got art, music, fine dining, rooftop lounges, and a nightlife scene that goes way past midnight. You've got upscale dining at places like the Breakers, open air malls with high-end shopping, and live music nearly every single night of the week. It's walkable, vibrant, and it's always buzzing. Jensen Beach, well, It's smaller, sure, but it's got soul. Local favorites like Crawdaddies, Kyle G's, and Mulligan's draw crowds for their food, live music, and laid-back island atmosphere. The Thursday night jam in Jensen Street Fair brings out artists, food trucks, and bands right in the heart of downtown. It's not all about VIP tables and bottle service. It's about dancing barefoot to a live cover band under string lights with a cold drink in your hand. If you want to be seen, go to West Palm Beach. If you want to feel seen, go to Jensen. I'm not saying either one is better or not. It just depends on what vibe that you're looking for. Now, point number 5, let's talk about schools and family life. Jensen Beach is part of the Martin County School District, one of Florida's highest rated systems. Schools here are known for strong academics, community involvement, and student-teacher connections that actually matter. Jensen Beach High, Felix A. Williams, and local charter options have received praise over their academics and their safety. Now, let me tell you a quick story. When I moved here about 12 years ago, I researched the entire state. My wife and I, we have 2 kids, 7 years old and 7 months old when we moved here. I researched it for about a year, and I kept coming back to Martin County, specifically Jensen Beach. The number one reason why we chose this area is because of the school system, and in particular, Felix A. Williams Elementary, as well as Jensen Beach High School. I'm happy to say that I have kids now in Stuart Middle School and Jensen Beach High School. However, they have already graduated from Felix A. Elementary, and the experiences at these schools have been fantastic. West Palm Beach sits in Palm Beach County, which is enormous, and that means variety. There's some stellar programs like the Arts Academies and certain schools there, but also areas with underfunded or overcrowded schools. If you're moving to West Palm with kids, you want to research school zones closely. A few streets over can make a huge difference. In Jensen, the education system feels more consistent and more community rooted. School plays are town events. Sports games fill the stands. Teachers are your neighbors. And as a matter of fact, one of my kids' teachers literally lives 2 doors down from me right now. If you're raising a family, Jensen Beach offers a strong case. Point number 6, traffic and commute. West Palm Beach is a city and it drives like one. Okeechobee Boulevard, I-95, Dixie Highway, they're all backed up, especially during busy snowbird season. Commutes from the western suburbs to downtown can eat up 30 to 45 minutes each way, and that's with good traffic. Add in road construction, seasonal events, and seasonal tourism, and your drive home might include more honking than humming. Now, on the flip side of the coin, Jensen Beach, well, it's refreshingly calm. Even in high season, traffic is relatively manageable. You might get stuck behind a school bus or slow drawbridge, but that's about it. It can take some time during season, but it's not that bad. Most commutes are anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, and parking is plentiful. No parallel parking nightmares for the most part. No parking garages that eat half your lunch break, just smooth drives and easy access to places that you care about. Now, let's talk about point number 7, healthcare and amenities. Let me tell you something, guys. Health is wealth, and convenience matters. West Palm Beach, being a major metro area, has more healthcare options, from large hospitals like St. Mary's and Good Samaritan to world-class specialists in nearly every single field. If you need specialized care, cosmetic procedures, or concierge medical services, you'll find them in abundance in West Palm Beach. Jensen Beach is covered too. Cleveland Clinics, Martin's North Hospital, and nearby Tradition Medical Center in Port St. Lucie offer excellent general care. Primary care, pediatrics, diagnostics, and urgent care are all available within a very short drive. So in short, if you're managing chronic conditions or seeking elite level specialists, West Palm Beach may offer more. But for everyday health needs, Jensen won't leave you hanging. And on the flip side of the coin, if you do live in Jensen and need some specialists in West Palm Beach, it's only about a 45-minute to an hour drive to get to West Palm Beach. Not too bad. Point number 8, community feel and safety. Now listen, this one hits close to the heart. Jensen Beach oozes community. You'll see neighborhood cookouts, local parades, fundraising at schools and churches, and Friday nights at the ball field. People here know their neighbors and often stay in touch for absolutely long decades. Safety-wise, crime rates are much lower in Jensen Beach compared to many parts of West Palm. Now, it doesn't mean that West Palm is not safe. It is, but there are certain areas in West Palm, just like any place, that you have to be a little bit careful of. Walkability at night, unlocked bikes at the beach, and a general sense of peace make it ideal for those who value security and familiarity inside of Jensen Beach. West Palm Beach is more diverse in population, income levels, and neighborhood vibes. Some areas are very safe. Others have higher crime or transient populations. It varies by block to block. If connection, belonging, and safety top your list, Jensen Beach might be the clear point winner. Point number 9, who is each town really for? Let's be brutally honest, you guys. West Palm Beach is for people who love energy. You thrive in the mix. You want options, culture, glam, and don't mind some noise or cost to get it. You like living fast, chasing new experiences, and meeting people from all over the world. Now, on the flip side, Jensen Beach are for those who want space space, peace, nature, simplicity. Maybe you're raising kids. Maybe you're a retiree and just want some space to have yourself. Maybe you're done with the whole hustle and bustle or the rush of everyday normal life. If you dream of community, sunsets, and slower mornings, this might be your place. West Palm is a craft cocktail with a twist of lime. Jensen is a cold beer with your toes in the sand. And both are beautiful in very, very different ways. My final take, which one's better? Truth is, it's not about what's better, it's about what fits for you. If you're craving the buzz, glam, and big city vibe, West Palm will deliver. It's got opportunities, amenities, and energy. There's no doubt it's exciting, connected, and alive with possibilities. But if you want real Florida living, barbecued backyards, barefoot beach walks, and sunsets from your kayak, then Jensen Beach might just steal your heart as it done mine and so many others that I've spoken to. I've lived it, I've helped people relocate to it, and what matters most, how you want to live. It's up to you. I think it's fairly obvious to say which one that I prefer, but I love going to West Palm Beach too, and that vibe and that atmosphere there is amazing. You have to choose the town that matches your pace, your priorities, and your personality. Let me know in the comments which fits your lifestyle. Now let me tell you guys this, are you thinking of moving to the Treasure Coast or Palm Beach County? Let's talk. I can help you find your perfect piece of paradise. I love it here, and I would love to help you when you're finally ready to decide which one you want to move to. DM me, email me, or click the link below for a free location guide. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video about here in South sunny Florida. My name is Thiel. Thank you so much for watching. If you had any joy in this, please do all the above, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Boom!